Welcome to the Crimson Engine. My name is Rubidium. Today we are looking at this monitor, the F-10A from TVLogic. So for a couple of years, my go-to camera monitor has been this guy, the F7H, and I upgraded to the F7H Mark II. 7 inches is pretty big. Why would you have to upgrade to 10 inches? I can't really say that with a straight face. A 7-inch monitor is probably the limit of what you can put on your camera. So why would you upgrade to a 10-inch monitor? Well, this isn't really an on-camera monitor. It is more of a director's monitor, or more importantly, a focus puller's monitor. There is a couple of, really great director's monitors or Video Village monitors on the market. I actually use another TVLogic, the LVM171S, as my director's monitor most of the time. But it is pretty big, and it does take up a lot of power and a lot of space. And if you're in a confined area, it takes 10 minutes to unplug everything and move the Video Village around your set or your location. The F-10A is sort of like a middle distance between a 7-inch on-camera monitor and a 13 or 17-inch Video Village monitor. It can sit on one little light stand like this. It is big enough to put a Teradek on, wireless video transmission system. It is powered by a single V-mount, which can also power your Teradek. And most importantly, it is big enough to pull focus from. So you can see critical focus very easily on a monitor like this, which is not impossible, but much harder to do on the F7H. So the F-10A is a good medium between a smaller, more transportable monitor and a larger, more detailed, but less transportable monitor. We used it on my feature, The Devil's Fortune, in an office that was really small, where we're going to have to be turning around and moving around a lot. We had it powered like this, and the focus puller was able to get really tight focus of a nice, large, bright screen without us having to delay a very full, heavily scheduled day for us to keep moving around the director's monitor. It does have all the options of the F7H and more. The max brightness on this is around 300 nits compared to 3200 nits on the F7H. So it's not going to be usable outdoors in bright sunlight unless you have a hood on. It does have its own false color, which is super useful, and I use a lot because you can use the jog dial to set where your peaking is. So if I want to keep in my Rec 709 LUT my skin tones around 60%, I can set the yellow there and know that my thing is correctly exposed. It has its own waveform. It has its own vector scope for checking skin color. It of course has focus peaking in both color and mono. It actually has 6 programmable keys on the top compared to the 3 you get on the F7H. You can load LUTs into this monitor, of course. It has pre-programmed camera LUTs already in it. It is a 1920 by 1080 resolution, but it can accept a 4K signal and down-res that to be able to display it. On the back, you have HDMI in and HDMI out. You have Ethernet and GPI. You have SDI in, SDI out, and a swappable SDI port if you need 2 ins or 2 outs. It also has a headphone jack. It has a ton of quarter 20 mounts, 2 on each side, 1 on the top and 3 on the bottom for any kind of arm or mount you're looking at. And generally has the same really professional workflow and menu options that all of TVLogic's monitors have. 10-inch monitors are a big upgrade from the 5-inch or 7-inch that you're going to get on your camera typically without having to go to the full 13 or 17-inch director's monitor. That is my look at the TVLogic F-10A. I have used it on set a bunch now and found it really, really helpful. It is a great way to pull focus and monitor your image in a large, colorful, bright way that can all be run by batteries on set or on location. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.